Hey guys, what's going on? I think I got this down to a T now, basically. So I always wanted to try this out, so I'm gonna just basically broadcast it real quick. So today was a crazy day in the market. I love using Webull personally as basically where I watch the stocks. Obviously, if you guys haven't watched my previous videos, I do. Have a full-time job. I just want to make sure this is working. I'm gonna cast it real quick. Oh yeah, it's working. Nice, sweet. So I can't actually. Maybe I can see the live comments. Maybe I can't. Or no, I don't think it's turned on. So I do apologize for that. I don't know how to turn on live comments at this time based on what I'm using. But I really just wanted to go over some excuse me, some things I'm looking at in the market right now. So I want to start out with the S&P 500 here. So this is something I use as basically a trend line. So what this, if you're not familiar with this or what the market's really doing right now, it's really going nuts. There's a massive sell-off, for a handful of reasons. Obviously, Jerome Powell just got reelected for Fed chair. That left a lot of uncertainty in the market for a couple weeks. They didn't know if Biden was going to renominate him or not, but now he did get renominated. So that was kind of predicted, but I'll get more into that later. So if you guys are watching this, make sure you guys definitely subscribe and like it, just so I know you guys like it. Let me see here. They didn't know if Biden was going to renominate. Hold on. So can I see how many people are watching it? Or is this not actually live? I'm so confused. Yeah, it might actually not be live. But anyways, I guess I'm just filming it live. That's kind of weird. All right, whatever. So we'll just film it live, and when it posts, it posts. But this is some good stuff. So basically, this tracks the S&P 500. If you look dating back to where's the beginning of this year? So if you look back, this was the beginning of the year right here, roughly, right? So the market, the S&P has been constantly really just been going up the entire time. So if you look at right here, May 6th of 2021, to me, it had a real nice line here, right? So like if you look at it, like the line from here to here was like perfect. So this is 3-4 months of S&P 500 tracking. So we had a big sell-off in September, right? So I was buying. I made a bunch of videos saying I was buying a bunch of my favorite stocks here, right? So you're basically out of the trend line. So you should have been buying here. So you can't always just look at the big picture like S&P, Dow, NASDAQ, big tech. That's where people basically go to flight to safety. That's what I call it. So the past couple days, if you look at it, so starting, what was that? Yeah, on Black Friday, there was a real hard sell-off on Black Friday, and there's a lot of Roni scares and stuff like that. So if you actually look right now, we fell out of the trend line of the S&P 500. So that means there's a lot of sell-off. So I kind of gauge that as like you're getting good deals. So we haven't been out of this my trend line at least since. We were, let's just say May to end of September. So that's like 4 months staying in the trend. We got out, right back in. So I'm hoping, actually, if you're a long-term investor, you really want it to go down to here. You want it to do this again. And you always want to have cash on the sideline in case it does do something like that. So if you've watched my previous videos, I'm at like 30% cash still. But I am nibbling on some of my favorite stocks. So some of them, if you haven't watched my channel, are, let me say, we're big movers today. So this is just the volatility index. This just gives you kind of a gauge. We're basically at, we're super volatile right now. So the higher it goes, obviously the more volatile it is. So we're at, when it was crazy in May, crazy in September, go figure. So that kind of just works on par with my S&P 500 tracker that I drew. So obviously some flights to safety. We have Apple. Apple's always killing it. So if you look like from the summer months, I mean, this stock's just a beast. I mean, look at it this year. Where did this year start? This year it started at like 120, and now it's at 160. I mean, that's really, really, really a big gain if you look at it. You know, what's the market cap on this thing? The market cap's probably massive. Yeah, $1.83 trillion, and it moved that much. That's literally crazy. I mean, that's probably like $500 billion has gone in this stock from the beginning of the year till now. Obviously, it's a flight to safety. Apple's going to kill it. They continue to kill it. They're the best at what they do. So it kind of makes sense when people get nervous, they throw money in here. Like if you look at the past couple days, you know, look at the candles here. They just went up, 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 up. So, you know, it's you know, it doesn't really surprise me, to be honest, why people are going to that right now. Because when people get scared, or big money or hedge funds or something like that, they go to flight to safety. And Apple's a very good stock. It's a very big stock. It's very safe. It's like a safe play. I mean, that's not really what I do. I definitely like individual stock picking, and like you know, as a long-term investor, that's kind of I want to go where the deal is. And right now, small caps are where it's at. I mean, they're the forward P's in general, or you know, you're almost at like steel level in my opinion. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. So you know, I guess because I haven't made one of these yet, I'll just briefly go over some of the stocks I have in here that I really like. And I do have some crypto like Ethereum. I actually was going to make a video, but I didn't have a chance to. I did actually buy Ethereum. What was it? I believe I bought it on the 29th. Or is it 29th? Yeah. So I bought it at like 4,100, like right here. I bought it like right here. So I finally started a position in Ethereum. I might make a video on why I'm so bullish on crypto and Ethereum in general now. It kind of changed my perspective in mind. These are just trend lines if you don't know what they are. They're lines I drew. So it kind of gives me a gauge, and I feel like it channels in between these lines. The blue lines, at least for me, are soft lines, and the yellow lines are hard lines. So I think it's going to be harder to go under that amount. I should change this one to yellow, because if you look at the past, you know, month and a half, I mean, it will not really go under 4,000, and if it does, it bounces right back. So I might change that. But anyways, my position is at 4,100. If it goes back down to 4,100, 4,000, I'll probably double down. And then obviously if it goes down into this channel, I'll buy more. If it goes into this channel, I'll buy heavily more. Kind of like how I invest. You know, that's kind of how I do it. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going to do with Ethereum. I also did buy, where's Bitcoin? I did buy Bitcoin also at the same time. I did an 80-20 spread. So I put 80% of my crypto money into Bitcoin when I did it, and 20% into Ethereum. So I bought at 40, I think I bought at 54,000, like 300, somewhere around here, I believe. So it had a nice rally back. You know, obviously when Bitcoin went nuts in October, just because of all the news and all the hype, and you know, people think it's going to hedge inflation and all this stuff. So you know, it's you know, you know, I felt like it's time to finally start a position, because it's at a point where it's so big, it's not ever going to go to zero anymore. I don't want to make it a really big position, but I definitely want to have some sort of you know, some sort of money in crypto, and I definitely want to play Ethereum and Bitcoin. So it's kind of relieving. I started it and it just happened to have gone up. I actually really wanted to go down, but I feel like this support line is going to be hard to break, just like the Ethereum 4,000. And then if it goes, the next support line is about 47. So we'll see. I mean, I'll do the same thing. I'll buy the more it goes down. So that's kind of my Bitcoin position I bought here. I have no plans if it runs back up into this channel. I have no plans on buying it, because I do think like Bitcoin's very volatile, right? Like, look at it here. It ran, crashed, ran, crashed, ran. I mean, it just needs a little bit of bad news, or if you know, if they crack down on regulations or something like that, or it's super volatile. So I'm not buying it if it goes up. I'll buy it if it like does like a head and shoulders and goes like it could do a head and shoulders actually. Here's the shoulders, here's the head, neck, and then it could go down to here. Like it very well could go to 47 again. Like that's very possible. And if it does, I'm going to double down. So that's what I'm going to do there. Honest Company made I started a position a couple months ago in this one. Damn, looks like it rallied. Did it rally? Yeah. Wow. Look at after hours. Damn. Okay. Wow. 1% after hour rally. All right. Well, so that's good. I mean, I was buying it in the low 8s. I actually bought it this week. Let me go to the day chart. It's a newer company, so we'll be able to see a little better. Okay. So this is a newer company, obviously. But yeah, I started my position around $10. I was buying when it dipped down here. It had a really hard pullback. Was buying in here. I bought it in the low 8s, like 8.0. I bought it like right here. I did not buy it in the peak, but I did get it. I think it's 7.92 at one point, and then it's rallying back. Slowly building this position out. I think this is a great turnaround play. Like I said, market caps are the small market caps are getting hit really hard. It's only a $177 million market cap. That is so small. So, if you think about it, like even if it gets to half of where it got to from, like highs, I mean, you're tripling your money, or you're doubling your money if it even gets to like here. So like think about it, $8. I mean, it's easy money. I mean, look how much, for 3-4 months it was channeling here until all September dip happened and all this stuff. So it's a long-term play. It's not really a day trader turnaround play, but I love this company. They do needs-based products like diapers and wipes and stuff like that. They're in Target, Costco, Walmart. So it competes with Pampers and Huggies. I mean, it's a great recession-proof play, I feel like, and it's a small cap, which is really beat down. So that's why I like this one a lot. Starbucks I've owned forever. Corsair Gaming, I've had this stock for over a year at this point, maybe a year and a half. It literally, if you look at this year's graph, like we've just been, if you're a shellhard in the stock, you're legit dying. So this is, let's just make it so we can see. All right, so this is the beginning of the year right here, right? So we opened up in like the mid 30s, went up to 40s, and then I mean, since day one, if you bought the stock last year, you've been slowly dying. You had a couple like pops, but nothing crazy. And now we're all the way down to $21.86. It's crazy. I mean, it's such a great company. If you're into gaming or streaming or anything like that, like I bet you half your friends or people that do it have some kind of Corsair mouse, pad, microphone, headphone, something. So it's just crazy that it's this low. The market cap is $2 billion. It's crazy. It was well over 4 at one point. I remember buying it like high 3s, and I thought that was a good deal. So here's my trend lines on Corsair Gaming if you're interested in where I put my lines at. This is a hard line. I mean, if it breaks above 30, I think we're going to go on a run. But it's channeling. It's been channeling between this big line here since July. I mean, I could probably drop another one in somewhere, but I just wanted to keep it very vague because it's just falling off a cliff. I want to see a U before I draw another line or a channel, but it's not really Uing. It's just continuing to go down. If it goes down to here, that's just crazy. So I feel like there's some support maybe here. Not much, but I wanted to draw something because if it gets to like under 20 or 1950, I'm going to have the average cost down. This is one of my bigger positions. If you've watched my channel, this is like my top 3 positions. So got to do that. So we'll see how that pans out for us in the long run. I think Corsair is going to have a good year in 2022. Really, everyone's panicking going to large caps right now. But once all these fears of the virus and all these new viruses from South Africa and the debt ceiling gets figured out and we come out of winter and the cases start dropping everywhere, supply chain issues get fixed, I mean, Coursera in their last earnings, in their Q3 earnings, they said, they missed on just about everything, revenue, EPS, and you have to remember, I mean, most of that's because, supply chain issues. I mean, their chips and all that, they couldn't get it, and obviously with shipping and freight costs, their margins were getting squeezed. It just wasn't good, but that's all temporary stuff. So as a long-term investor, I wouldn't get too caught up in it. So I just keep averaging costs down. I do think by the end of next year, I mean, I could see the stock being anywhere from like 30, or like maybe if they execute really well and fix supply chain issues, like even at all-time highs. So that's a 2x, and this is a stock that, I'm going to hold for years. I mean, they're going to keep going. I mean, you could even argue it's a metaverse play. They're going to get involved with, virtual reality and stuff like that. Management team's amazing. PayPal, this is one I've owned for years, probably almost 2.5, 3 years at this point. My cost base is 180, so it's crazy because I've owned it a long time. So I was buying it down here at like the low 120s, and then I bought up here once I saw strong support, and then it put my cost base up to like 180. So I was buying, what was I buying? Let me see, 120. It was probably back here. It was. So I originally started buying my position around here. So I've owned it for over 2 years, yeah. But my cost base now, because I've been buying more aggressively, averaging cost up because it was just rallying like crazy. But look at this cliff it just dropped off of. It's literally crazy. This is July, August, September, and then look at October. Like if you were buying the stock on the hype, like here, you're down 50% of your position. And this is a larger market cap company, which is why I don't really want to buy it right now. Because large caps in general are, they're still in general overvalued. I feel like this is a very fair value price for PayPal based on, Venmo and all the new stuff they have to offer, and they're accepting Bitcoin. They'll be fine, long run. I just think people are panicking a little bit because they think crypto and Bitcoin are going to steal some of their profits and, all that stuff. But I think they're going to work together and they'll figure it out. I mean, they're a big company. But I don't really want to buy it right now. I would love to buy it back in the 150, 130 range, but I think it's going to bounce off this support line right here. I think it's going to get down to 170, have a lot of support, and then probably go back up. But we'll see. We'll see what the market's doing. Let's see. Visa, obviously, same thing because of crypto. It's probably getting smashed. Let's see. Where's a one-day chart? Did it? Is it getting hit? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, look at that. It's just getting hit. So that's a 1 minute chart. But yeah, look at it from July to now. I mean, you're down a lot. So that's crazy. So not really a big play with transactions and credit card plays, but we'll see. What else do we got here? Coinbase, I bought this when it IPO'd. I was on that train when everything was flying high. I think I bought it initially at like 340 right here, the day it IPO'd. But I was averaging cost down. I was buying it at 225 for a while. So my cost base is like right around 300 now. And then it rallied back up on the news, and it's hovering here. I haven't drawn any TA on it yet, but I'm really more interested in Voyager, to be honest. So that's kind of why I stopped doing that. JP Morgan, love. It's just a little overvalued for me. I like it. Like if it gets down to like 125, 115, I would love to get into like this is like just a place to hedge my like money. Yeah, like 145. I would love to get in at if it goes down here again. I should have been buying it down here. I'm a fool. I was looking at it around here too, but I didn't. Microsoft, everyone's going there for safety. This is a play I'm really interested in. I've been in and out of the airlines in the past 2 years, about 3 or 4 times. I bought down here when everyone thought the world was coming to an end. I sold it when it went up here. When it went down here, I bought it again right here. Sold it somewhere like in here, and then I didn't get in. But I'm willing to enter back in if it goes down to like $15 or less. I'm going to enter back in and do the same thing again. I know once all these fears and there's vaccines and cases go down, people want to travel again. I mean, it's only a $2.2 billion market cap, so it's a small cap company. So I have no doubt it will at least one day get back up to $25, $30. I think back in the day it was like really high. Could be wrong. Yeah, $65. That's pretty high. Pre-pandemic. So this is a nice little turnaround play I like. Keep that on my watch list. What else we got? Smile Direct. I've been buying this one heavy. It is destroyed right now. Like, a year ago it was at $16. Now it's at $2.89. So if you get back there, you're 8xing your money if they can execute. There's a lot of things going on with this company though, so we just got to be careful with it. You got to buy this one with caution. They used to use a lot of their advertising and information based on Apple, but Apple's terms and policies change. So I think they're having a hard time struggling to find users now and how to market it and how to advertise it and get it out there. They also need to watch their cash. They don't have really a great balance sheet, to be honest. So, but it's a high risk, high reward play. They do dental stuff. If you don't know what it is, it's like it kind of competes with Invisalign, but really doesn't. But it's a good play if you want to hedge. I mean, this stock could easily go to $8, $10 next year, no problem. Maybe even 12. No problem at all. But we'll see. So I'll probably buy a little more. If it gets to like 250, I mean, I gotta buy. I mean, look at this, it's crazy. So might do that. Nvidia's going nuts. I really want to buy Nvidia, but I was trying to draw a bunch of trend lines here, and I mean, just like I drew this line in July, and here's my trend. If Nvidia had constant growth, but like, look at it. I'm like, there's no way I can buy like that. I can't do it. No way. This thing's going to come down one day. I don't know when, but look at that. Man, it's crazy. I would love to buy like at I don't even know. I mean, we got to see what the market's doing, but I would love to buy in this channel, or obviously this channel, but we'll see. We'll wait for all that hype to go away because it is metaverse hype and all that stuff. So DoorDash, when I exited completely because of China, I just don't want to deal with it. I don't trust them at this time. Maxar Technologies. Where's MTTR? Where's Matterport? I don't know where it is, but I bought Matterport. I made a video about that. I'm up a lot on that, so that's good. What else am I in? Carnival I'm in. I bought this at $8 back in the day. I actually bought it at the very, 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 very bottom right here. I bought it right before the Saudi Arabia made that deal, and that was sheer luck. But I have it at $8 and like 10 cents, like right here. I will buy this stock again if it goes down to $10. I know they owe a lot of money and have a lot of debt, but people love cruises, so I don't think they're going to go anywhere, or they'll get bailed out, one of the two. So I'm willing to roll the dice on that. That's another good play. Planet 13 got hit hard. I'd love to get Facebook under 300 again. I hope it goes there. I don't know if it will. It got kind of close. 308. What was that? Okay. Like a month ago. I would love to see it. Yeah, see, this is like right around 300. I'd love to buy it. And then if it gets to like 240, 250, I'll buy again. I don't think it's ever going to go below 250 again, personally. A firm I love. I want to get in the stock because they did deals with Amazon. That's when it ran like crazy. I would love to buy it. Man, it's getting close. I should buy it at like 220, and then if it goes down to like 105, I should average cost down there. I think I might do it. This might be my next buy, but if I do, I might do that. Great. My max like blowing up. All right. What else do we got here? Uber's getting hit hard, obviously, because of all the pandemic news. Foot Locker, they had supply chain issues, they're saying, so that's not good. Teladoc, that's a Kathy Wood stock, that's getting hit hard. This one interests me a little bit, but I want to get it in like the 80s or 50s. I want like a steal deal. Beyond Meat, very frustrating. I own that stock. It's probably my worst performer. I'm going to hold it. I just think it's the whole industry, and they keep saying supply chain issues and stuff like that. Tattoo Chef's getting hit real hard. That's okay. I mean, it has a really strong support here. I should make this a yellow line. Actually, you know what? I think I am going to make it a yellow line real quick. So that is like really strong support there. So I'm not too worried about it. I don't think it's going to go below $15. If it does, I'll buy more. I mean, this is my second biggest position, but you know, I like that stock a lot. Nordstrom's, I did this as a turnaround play when it was like $14, $15. I made it $14.42 because I'd be willing to get back in this stock if it goes down that low for another quick turnaround play. If like things get really bad this winter and we go in lockdown, I will gladly do that again. Voyager, this is a stock. Wow, it's the worst performer, but I have my cost base right around like $10. I bought it in this channel right here. I would average cost up if it gets to like $12, $11 or get in this channel again. I'll do that. But yeah, people were paying $30 before for this stock not too long ago, like 9 months ago. So that's really kind of what I got. This really wasn't just basically what happened today, but there's a lot of scare and a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. So the market's selling off hard, and if you look at the big indices like Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq, you really wouldn't notice it, but like the small caps, like most of these companies in here are small caps, most of them. So I mean, they just got destroyed today, like 9, 8, like that's really bad. I mean, that's a big day down. But if you look at after hours, there's a lot of stocks doing good, like a lot. So Corsair's up a lot. That's great. That's one of my biggest holdings. This is after hours. Honest is up. That's nice. Matterport. I bought this stock at $20, so it's up like crazy right now. I think it's up like 50%, maybe under 20. I think I bought it like, I don't know what I bought it at, but I bought it really low. But yeah, it looks like after hours trading, it's really green. Yeah, there's not much red here. So we'll probably have a green day tomorrow if it continues into the morning. So that's really all I got. I mean, I just wanted to make a quick video. I don't know if you guys like this or not. I mean, I could elaborate into stocks. I wish I had the live chat. I need to figure out how to do that if you guys like this, because I'd like to, if you guys had stocks or questions, I could look into them, do some TA, my thoughts on it. But yeah, this is neat. I mean, I never did this before, and I finally figured out how to do it, so I thought it was kind of cool. Just to show you kind of a little of the back end of what a little bit of what I do and how I view things and my TA and all that. Not that I like trade on TA, because that's more of like a day trader thing, but I just like getting good deals in the market when I buy, even long term. It just feels good. So yeah, that's all I got. Till tomorrow. Peace.